These niggas now. I'm a new West general, smooth criminal. Half stepping on my click and get you hurt, clown. I've been down, so it's nowhere but up now. 98 staff, cold stomping through your town. Hands up, dirty game. Word up, you see how April did that boy Kane? Back up or get your motherfucking head bust. Real life, trust me, this ain't what you want, kid. Why even do it if it ain't for you? I'm trying to find my inner peace, I deal with attitudes. Rappers, janky motherfuckers, and I seen it too. You niggas crazy, think we running in the same shoes? You little niggas wouldn't last in my combat boots. I'm beat stepping, all true shit I spit in this booth. Armageddon's in my head daily, like gang war in the 80s. That's why all this mumbling shit be sounding fugazi. It's real, kid. We on the road, keep the pace low. And trust no nigga, I ride so low. Cause all that petty bullshit, you know I see slow-mo, no pro bono. Got to take the game how it go. Ain't no handouts in this life filled with high price fame. When niggas gamble with their life, you know sweet games. Middle fingers to you lanes. Bitch, stay in your lane. This guarantee we ain't the motherfucking same. Nigga, I'm a real West general, smooth criminal. Half stepping on my click and get you hurt, clown. I've been down, so it's nowhere but up now. 98 staff, cold stomping through your town. Heads up, dirty game. Word up, you see how April did that boy Kane? Back up or get your motherfucking head bust. Real life, trust me, this ain't what you want, kid. My pockets empty, going numbers on.
What's the word? My name's Panama Fargo from Fontana, California. And yeah, I'm just here to spit some real shit, give you some knowledge.
So Panama Fargo, are you Panamanian?
Yeah, I'm half Panamanian. My grandma, mom, and auntie are all from Panama, moved out here, and yeah, so half Panamanian.
So the Fargo, where did you get that from? Like Wells Fargo?
Nah, like
it had something to do with the money.
And it's crazy because everybody says that, but no, the Fargo actually means forever a rebel going off beat.
Okay, so how did that come about? What's the story behind that?
So, you know, just for the longest, I always feel like, you know, I'm going against the grain. Not in a bad way, but it's like I'm always doing my own shit. So I've always felt like I've forever been that lone rebel going to my own beat. You feel me? Don't matter what nobody else says. Don't matter what another group say. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do and how I'm going to do it.
So when you came into the music industry, have you always been like a solo act? I noticed you're with 90K Records right now. So what was the entrance to the game?
So, well, I've really been fucking with music since I've been like 6. You know, my pops was doing it, my uncle and shit was doing it. They had they people. So, you know, they used to teach me the game, show me how it was. But, you know, when I first came in, yeah, I was solo, trying to do everything myself. You know what I mean? Just trying to go at it as best as I knew. You feel me? I didn't really know the industry at the time, but I was just trying to be hungry and go at it. But I met 90. You know what I mean? Me and her clicked. We had a cipher and shit. And that's also where I met my nigga Northside Ron and Izzy Lacey. You feel me? He came with Northside Ron. We formed a group. So at first I started solo, but now, you know what I mean, as time progresses, you feel me, more people have joined my path and been put in my path, and we on the move now.
So how does that affect your creative process?
You know, at first it was really just about how I'm thinking, how I'm gonna do things, how I'm gonna maneuver. But now that I have a team, I'm more artistically centered, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? At first I had to sit there and really learn the business, which I still am, you know what I mean, under the scenes. But now I can be more focused on my artistic stuff. Like I do my own cover art. I do everything as far as my promo, everything myself. So now I can really just focus on doing that for myself, not only for myself, but all of 90K and also my group New West.
So your group New West, what does that consist of, and how did that come about?
So it consists of 3 members right now. It's me, Northside Ron, Izzy Lacey. So really, I met my man's Northside Ron at a cipher we was doing. It was like a 90K cipher. Met him at the Cypher. We was spitting, you feel me? And off rip, I was like, this nigga's dope. This nigga hard as shit. So we was just in contact there talking, you know, and he invited me to a studio session where I met Izzy Lacey. He's a singer, but on the low, he can rap as well. You know, I met him there. We made a song, and from that night on, we was like, bro, if us three link up, there's nobody that can fuck with us, for real. And you know, from that night on to current right now, we've been rocking, and we getting ready to release a tape in summer.
So what was the first song you recorded?
So first song, me personally,
ever. Is that still out there, or was that just one of those?
I have. It's not solo, but the first time I
ever listen to it.
Yeah, dude, I'd have to drop it. It's crazy because the first song I ever sat there and made, like, actually it is on SoundCloud. There's one, it's on SoundCloud. The first song I ever dropped there and made is on SoundCloud under Panama Fargo. I believe it's called what's the name of it? I have to remember the name. I'm gonna get it to you after. Don't worry. But it's on SoundCloud, and y'all can go listen to it. You can definitely tell I was raw as fuck. You like there was bars, but the cadence and shit was not there, bro.
So what was the studio session like? Where was the studio at for that first track that you put out?
In my dorm room in Kansas. I was in college at the time. I was sitting in my dorm room. It was snowing like a motherfucker. Obviously, I'm from Cali, so I don't get down with the shit. It's like -2 outside. You feel me? Blowing. So you feel? I'm in the room bored. I got a podcast mic from my fucking graphic design professor, and just sat there and was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna try to record a song." Recorded it, dropped it, and then the rest is history.
So now, do artists still go to SoundCloud? And what was that transition from being a SoundCloud rapper to getting on major DSPs?
So
what was the difference?
So I didn't know anything on how to drop shit out on Spotify, Apple, nothing at that time. You feel me? Only thing I knew was that from GarageBand you can fucking export straight to SoundCloud, and I was like, fuck it, that's what I'm going to do. But as the time progresses, you know what I mean, and if you're really serious about the craft, you're gonna learn more. So obviously, I started tapping into things like DistroKid, and you know, started to get on major platforms there. Started to understand how to now drop shit there, and also go into things like ASCAP and get my share right, get my percentages right for every song that I drop. You know what I mean? So as time progresses, you learn more about the industry if you're really serious about it.
So has there been like a certain mentor or somebody that you can go to kind of learn the ropes in this game, or are you just in there like learning as you go?
I'm learning as I go. You feel like my pops and shit was making music, but they wasn't on, you know, they didn't really get into the business side of it as much as they wanted to. So there's only so much game they can give me. So I'm pretty much going at it by myself. I really look to 90, you know, 90K. She helps me a lot with the things I really want to learn. So if I ever do have a question, I do ask her. So she kind of took me under her wing and shit. But you know, it's really just about the hunger and how much I really want to just go at it. But yeah, I'm pretty much doing it myself.
So the whole thing with 90K, that came from your relationship with 90?
Yeah. So like we did a promo song called America's Hell. America's Hell spelled with 3 K's, by the way. We did that like 2 years ago. Dropped that. It was just a promo song. She thought I was dope, so we did a song. Boom. Come to Cypher time, you know what I mean? I came and spit for the Cypher. I did one round, won one round, battled another round. Actually, I battled Prince on the second round. He's on 90K, so I battled him, you feel me? Didn't win that, but after that, she approached me and was like, look, I know you really serious about the music shit. You know what I mean? I know you need some help. So if you really want to get down and get to work, I would love to sign you. And you feel me? Here we are now.
So what would you say would be the next step necessary for you to take your career to the next level?
I feel like my next step now is to get out my comfort zone. You feel me? Get out of my own way, basically. Because I feel like the only thing really that's holding me back from my potential is just getting out there and getting ears on my shit. You know what I mean? But that all comes with me getting out there. You know what I mean? So the more I expand and the more, you know what I mean, my words expand, I feel like the bigger my shit will grow, basically.
So where are you from? I know you said you was in Kansas. You said you a Cali boy. So what was your upbringing?
I'm from Fontana. So I'm from Fontana, California, born and raised, you feel me? I was there all the way from when I was born till about last year when I decided to move.
What high school you went to? I went to Etowanda.
Where I went to Kaiser.
So
I went to Kaiser.
I moved to Fontana in high school, and first school I went to was Etowanda.
Okay.
And I didn't last there. I got kicked out. You know what I'm saying? My parents, they live in the Heritage, so
man.
So I'm a Fontanian.
Yeah, hey, yo. So you know what's up with it. You know, it's not too crazy. You know what I mean?
But it ain't. It's out there.
It's out there though, exactly. Like it's not crazy like a mother, but it's out there.
Uh-huh. So you went to Kansas for college?
Yeah.
What was that? And why did you choose Kansas? And what was that experience?
So at the time I was focusing on football. You feel me? I was playing sports at the time. So I got a scholarship from there. Best way, you know what I mean, to go to school on a reduced cost. So that was the route I chose to go. But it was cool out there because I ended up finding myself basically, you know what I mean, as I was playing sports. Like it was cool, but I ended up asking myself, like, is this really what I really wanted to do? Type of shit, you know what I mean? And it was really the first time that I could really think of that I sat down and was able to like really think about myself instead of trying to please people that were around me, basically.
So what was that whole experience being somewhere where you know no one and you got to make whole complete new friends and adjust to a lifestyle? I'm pretty sure Kansas is nothing like Cali.
Bro, it's so quiet. One, you know what I mean? It's like 30 miles between the nearest town. So it's like, if you in one town, you gonna have to fucking drive at least 20, damn near 30 minutes to the next fucking town to get to somewhere else. And, you know, I feel like in those environments really test your character, you know what I mean? Where you don't know nobody. And it's like, how can I assimilate myself? How can I, you know what I mean? How can I approach other people and present myself in the way how I want to present myself, you know what I mean? And that was the first time that I really had the opportunity away from home to be able to do that, you know what I mean? And I felt like from that, I was able to grow into the person and mold myself into the man that, you know, I am now.
So, if you had to describe yourself in one word, what would you say that one word would be?
I would just, it might be one word. It might be one word, but indigo child. If that can be one word. But basically somebody who's a rebel from, basically somebody who's a rebel, really. But really that'll get down for his cause, that'll really die for his cause, you know what I mean? And somebody that's, if I say what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be about what I say. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be no fake shit.
That's some real shit. So what's next? Like, what do you got planned for 2022? So New Year, we in January. I see a lot of people doing a lot of shows. Yeah. But at the same time, a lot of artists are changing shifts because of the death of Draco the Ruler. And they're like, man, is it worth my life? A lot of these promoters are putting together these shows where they're basically charging first come, first serve for these slots and not really paying attention to the politics of the game. Right. And that's making things real dangerous out here. and with everybody walking around with masks on because of COVID, niggas is getting away with murder, literally.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you go about like choosing where to go and how to navigate through this whole West Coast music scene that's kind of crazy right now?
Well, fortunately, I'm not involved in shit like that. I'm a nigga that, you feel me? I'm cool with the simple shit. I be at home. I be chilling. You know what I mean? I don't do shit out in the streets like that. And respect to motherfuckers who do. You feel me? Because some people, that's their lifestyle. That's how they get down. You know what I mean? But that's not how me and my crew get down. So when it comes to selecting where I want to go, it's really about where I can get the best audience for my type of music, you know what I mean, and also where I feel like I can make the most impact as far as gain followers and gain shit like that. So as far as moving, you know what I mean, I know just as any rapper, it's kind of dangerous to move, but the topics that I talk about and the shit that I spit about, you know what I mean, it doesn't wander any of that, you know what I mean, it doesn't bring any of that negative attention as far as that.
So what would you say is your biggest accomplishment so far in this game?
I say my biggest accomplishment, my latest single, General, hit 40,000 streams. So, and that's organic. So you feel me? Getting somewhere. I was used to getting like fucking 10,000, 15,000, but you feel me? We getting places now. So right now, that's my biggest accomplishment because that's just organic. You know what I mean? It's real love, and you know what I mean. We can only grow from here.
I feel it. So, how do you go about what's the plan? Like you playlisting? How do you go about getting them streams up?
So playlist, I do a lot of shit. You know what I mean? I'm really on Twitter posting like song out. I'm on Instagram, song out. Try to do TikToks, playlisting, marketing, whatever I can do to get this song. You know what I mean? Sending it to people, getting in front of people, standing at my job saying, "Hey, my motherfucking song is out." Like doing whatever the fuck I got to do.
So, one thing I gotta ask all artists is, you've been in this industry for what? Did you say 4 or 5 years now?
Really, like a year.
A year?
Yeah.
So, how old are you?
23.
Oh, so you fresh off? So you fresh back from college, deciding that this is your path?
That's what it is. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So if one track you could point people to, what is that track?
General.
That's that new single?
Mm-hmm.
And why would you say that?
Because to me, it's like a stamp. You feel me? It's like a flag. Like, this is what the fuck it is. Like, this is what I am. Like, you feel me? And from going forward, I'm coming at next. You feel me? Regardless of wherever the fuck in front of me, you feel me? Like, Kendrick Lamar could invite me to a booth session or a studio session, and I'm gonna try to murder that motherfucker. Like, that's just what it is. You feel me? And it's all respect, you feel me? Because it's just rap at the end of the day, and this is what we're doing. Like, it's rap. It's not about beefing and all that other shit. It's about rap. So when I say I'm trying to, like, go in the studio, whoever it is, it could be my label mates, it could be my group mates, like, you feel me? And I feel like that song embodies, like, how I'm feeling currently at the moment.
Yes, sir. So tell everybody where they can find you.
So my Instagram is Panama Fargo, at Panama Fargo. My Twitter is at Fargo Panama, and my TikTok is Panama Fargo. So hit me up on all these platforms. You feel me? And I'm on all platforms, music included.
Sure.
Oh shit, these on. Yeah,
Steady trying to find my place in. I hear you speaking, but it's lost in translation. I paint pictures while these other niggas tracing. Third eye pacing. Now my mind racing off this weed that I'm blazing. But back to what I'm saying, I'm trying to hear you, but you lost in translation. I'm purple hazing, my attention span vacant. Back to beats playing. right before your eyes, a G.O.D. in the making. I look at my life as stages, it's nothing short of amazing. The odds that I conquer daily, I still question my placing. Cards stack for us to fail, but we steady prevail. Melatonin on them still, about to wake up from real. Crack my eyes wide broke, get up mentally rich. Stay strapped in my own lane, y'all morality shit. Too quick to lay them flat while they carry by 6. But who for real down to die for the shit? Kid killing beats with viciousness. Murder these rappers with such maliciousness. Who wanna sign on heaven's gate for me that reads villainous? Vivid pictures, kids whispers, all these niggas spitting bullshit. I got the real shit for all they rappers. Show respect when you see me, or lower your tone. Cause if you don't, violence coming if you step to me wrong. I spit thunder and lightning through this eye of the storm. Niggas think they want war, but we some guns to use swords. Steady trying to find my place, and I hear you speaking, but it's lost in translation. I paint pictures while these other niggas tracing. Third eye pacing. Now my mind racing off this weed that I'm blazing. But back to what I'm saying, I'm trying to hear you, but you lost in translation. I'm purple hazing, my intentions man vacant. Back to beast playing, right before your eyes, a G.O.D. in the making. So you niggas think you want it now? Come get it, clown. Hope you picking up, I'm putting down some real shit that's about to kill off all you niggas sounds. Real niggas stand style, fake niggas in the ground. That's for real, huh? Fuck the shit they talking about. See, I'm the illest. All that pussy shit they don't allow. Come check the flavor.